Hello everyone, I am Sujit, Dayal, Jonnakuti, here with my teammate Prasanthi Kodthala from Team Sujitnovators. Uh, so today I'll show you how we use GenAI to power creative on-brand content for UrbanMuse, a sustainable youth fashion brand. So this is the UrbanMuse GenAI fashion mocking website. Basically, this has a link to a Kaggle notebook, GitHub repo, and a blog post. You can check out the notebook by clicking on these links and the blog post. Our aim was to create on-brand product descriptions, hashtags, and captions, and in seconds using Gemini plus RAG. So basically, to summarize this, if you see this mock page, this briefly talks about how we are doing it and why we are doing it. So I will be talking about the problem and the motivation. Basically, in e-commerce fashion brands, basically in e-commerce, right, fashion brands must create fresh product descriptions and posts, fast, original, and always on brand. Manual writing is slow and regular AI often loses distinctive style. So our challenge was to how can GenAI help UrbanMuse instantly generate launch-ready, brand-specific copy for every new product, right? So I'll be switching to my blog post. Here is my blog post. So basically, the project name is AI about content generation for fashion brands and how UrbanMuse upgrades creativity with GenAI. So, in today's ultra competitive e-commerce landscape, fashion brands fight for attention, right? They try to display the style or the words. So copywriting must be fast, fresh, eye-catching, and perfectly on brand to attract more customers. So if we see, the scaling the authentic content across hundreds of unique products, it's a big pain. So we often don't get quality writers. They really burn out, or that's the reason generic AI tools lose brand voice, or tight launches leave title name like a little time for creative revision. So we thought, what if brand could automatically generate launch ready on brand descriptions, captions, and hashtags for every new product, right? So that is exactly what we are trying to achieve here for our UrbanMuse, a youth focused sustainable fashion brand. Um, which basically has a workflow blending retrieval, augmented generation, semantic embeddings, few shot prompting, Google Gemini large language model. So, as I said earlier, the challenge was manual copywriting is subjective, slow, and costly. It is the conventional AI generation is generic and inconsistent with established brand tone or values. Right, brand wants to grow rapidly, but never at the expense of their unique style and mission. So the solution which we tried was we built an open sourced notebook pipeline that basically aligns product, brand, and copy using semantic embeddings, retrieves the best matching brand snippets using vector search and your own style guides, composes a prompt with few short on brand examples with retrieved brand voice, instructs Gemini to output content in a strictly controlled structured JSON format. Uh, why this is different, right? This is different because instead of letting AI hallucinate, right, the workflow ground every output in a brand truth by fusing actual brand assets and style guides into model context window, right? Mirror real life copy via carefully chosen few short prompts and forcing Gemini to return only fields marketing teams usually use, like or reduce human error or post editing. So here is the notebook which I created, which we created. Basically, it talks about our pipeline. Here, if you see, we have links for our GitHub repository and the page, the mock page, and this clearly talks about how the GenAI capabilities are demonstrated. So, as I said earlier, we we were demonstrating some of the GenAI capabilities, RAG, retrieval augmented generation, It basically merges semantic brand context and style for each product, improving accuracy and authenticity. Few short prompting basically guides Gemini output using real on-brand sample completions, and structured output or controlled generation basically model outputs ready to use JSON or matching content suit requirements. Embeddings is semantic matching for context retrieval, and grounding ensures this LLM responses align with verifiable brand style and mission. so, so if I have to walk through the pipelines first, we have to prepare the environment, right? We have to install the libraries for one is Google Generative AI for Gemini API access, and then sentence transformers for fast state-of-the-art semantic embeddings. So this is the sample code. This entire notebook is error-free. It can be run, and we can see the output anytime. Once we install the libraries, we have to set up the API keys from the Google AI Studio. So this is the code, and you have to create your own API key and then name it, and then you have to call it. So you have to replace your API key here. So here we are trying to use the sample product data. Basically, we define product name, description, material, and fit as a foundation for content generation. In this example, we are using UrbanMuse Vintage Indigo denim jacket, and product attributes are passed through pipeline, grounding every generated description, hashtag, and call to action in real time. Product features. So this is the sample data. So we have to walk through the pipeline. Embedding the brand and product. Every product and every line of a brand copy is embedded using sentence transformer, mapping out how close and meaning and style a piece of context is to each product. So if you see smart retrieval, that is RAG. So we have like a strong brand identity is a key to trust and differentiation, right? So we collected brand mission sample on brand captions, sustainable messaging, and unique voice cues. For UrbanMuse, these narrative assets are used as the retrieval context, ensuring every output is not just factual but truly on brand. So instead of using the full brand guide, only the most relevant pieces are assembled into context window for Gemini. This brings the model into the brand room, making it feel most human. And then the few shot prompting. So here is an example for RAG. Then this is the sentence transformer code which I've been used. So you must be wondering why RAG, right? RAG basically the retrieval ensures GenAI does not invent or drift away from brand's vision, right? The top most relevant brand statements found via embeddings are dynamically fused into the prompt for Gemini. The full prompt is what powers creative, accurate, anchored text generation. It's a combination of brand context, product, and style guidance. And below is the code snippet. And this is the prompt. And then this is the few shot prompt with an example. Basically, few shot learnings provide Gemini with clear, tailored examples, steering style, length, and content. And these prompts are constructed by concatenating product info, retrieved brand context, and samples on brand completions, and then explicit instructions for the JSON output. So this is the example. And then structured generation with Gemini. Gemini basically processes all this and creates product copy, hashtags, and catchy short caption and a call to action, not just a free form text, strict fields ready for campaign deployment, right? So if you see the call Gemini with model selection, grounding, and structured output settings, and the output demanded is description, hashtag, and the short caption, and we are expecting the JSON format as the output. So this is the code. And here is the workflow. Basically, end-to-end pipeline, product attributes plus brand identity, retrieval plus prompt crafting, and Gemini generation, validated and ready to use content. Each product triggers a content suite generation with a reusable prompt, engineering, and then evaluation steps. Uh, so basically, when you run this code, we'll be getting a JSON output. So if you see the output, the outputs are scored for creativity, accuracy, and alignment to brand values by both human reviews and automatic fine tuning. So I'll just show you the sample output. If you see the UrbanMuse real example output, this is the JSON output we get when we run the code. It has all the copy has textile, and all the sales are unique to UrbanMuse. No generic, and it's seen it before content. So I'll be talking about the limitations and uh, LLMs basically can still occasionally invent facts, right? Hence grounding, few shot, and embedding layers for extra safety. And visual product attributes aren't in play, but adding image embeddings could make descriptions even richer, and creative evaluation remains a manual or a semi-automated process. Some work can include, the future work can include automated GenAI evaluation. Coming about the next steps, right? We are trying to expand or to support multilingual or multi-perform launches automatically by adding a web app or a marketing dashboard for team collaboration. So this is a small mock web app, if you see, and we are trying to tune GenAI for campaign specific goals like SEO or social sustainability emphasis. Uh, this is the example output. So if I have to conclude, generative AI isn't about automating creativity away, right? It's about unlocking new creative scale while staying 100% human and authentic to a brand's DNA. So with retrieval augment Gen AI, UrbanMuse and brands like it can move faster, sound sharper, and stay unmistakable themselves, like no matter how big or fast they grow. So these are the few examples which I used to demonstrate this, and you can review the full links when you click the Kaggle Notebook GitHub repo and blog post. And thank you for watching and giving me this opportunity. Thank you.